What's up, nerds? Hello. How's it going, my friends? I mean, it is a very small room. I told you guys, there's like literally one bed in here, and that's it. I couldn't fly today, man. The weather was too bad. We had 100 kilometers per hour wind speeds. Today's a pretty rough day. They don't break. QNH at the departure location is lower than QNH. Okay, lower density means higher pressure height, which means if I from lower to higher, you're actually descending. Bro, how am I supposed to draw this? I have no table or anything on a piece of paper. Good news. No. Hey, do you guys want to see my ridiculous stack of papers? Here, look. I have to bring that into the exam. Oh, can you see that? Look at this. It's ridiculous. What is that, bro? The exam is on the 10th. Okay. So now I have to draw on a piece of paper, because in the exam you have to do it on a piece of paper, not on a computer. I'm terrified of that, to be honest. And I'm only, or mostly, eating dairy products. Ah. I mean, you guys know me. I'm a frugal motherfucker. Currently, I'm eating like, oh my gosh, like it costs maybe $4 a day, if even. I'm being super cost efficient, bro, with my calories. Just dairy, like cheese, milk, yogurt. Now, where do I draw? I have no space to draw, bro. Like, I literally can't draw anywhere. Alright, so 3,000. You have to measure. The distance between 4,000 and 2,000 is 1.1. 1.4. I'm not straight. I don't know how to draw. Like, when I'm sitting so weirdly, dude. Okay. Maybe on the bed. You can't draw on the bed, dude. Like, it's impossible. Okay, so we measure from here to there. That is from 6 to 2. That's 1 point. 1.3. Okay, so that's accurate. And then I don't know what to do, bro. Like, how am I supposed to draw? I have to like literally bend over like a maniac. Then we have 20 degrees. Yeah, what do you want me to do? I don't want to be. I don't want to sit like this. Do you think it's comfortable? 23,000 is roughly up here. Boom, boom. And you have 1,000 available. So we're going to be roughly here. Roughly here. 1,000 available. 1,000 available is there. So just under here. And then okay, wait. I have to. I can't draw here, dude. Impossible. A 2% upslope, short wet grass. And then we had short wet grass. 2% upslope, 10% headwind. Okay. $9.85. Bro, are you serious? You're gonna make me do the same thing again? Uh, I'm in Western Australia. Bad weather today. Alright, so let's try it again. On the bed. It's impossible to do it on the bed. It's actually impossible. But I'll do it for the memes. So we got 3,000. We'll probably do it this way. We know 3,000 is in the middle of both, so we go. Be in line here. Be in line there. It looks good. Then we go and draw a line from... It's actually impossible on the bed. Like, it's not drawing. Okay. 20 degrees. So we will go this way. And we have to line up here. Keep lining up here perfectly. At 20 degrees. It's more like here somewhere. Line up perfectly up there. Perfectly up there. Perfectly here. Through all the way. Come on, man. It's so frustrating. It looks so roughly there. Over here. Go through all the way. All the way through. I think the paper is broken. Crap. I think I poked a hole through. Ah, why can't I have a table? Okay. Then we have a runway surface. Short, dry grass. Our takeoff weight is 1090. So a max weight. We have 10-degree headwind. Max wind, max takeoff weight, 10-degree headwind. So we're going at 10-degree headwind. It's pretty much here. Really squeeze it down. Squeeze it down. I'm getting an arm cramp. Oh my gosh. Squeeze it down. This looks good. We're at 10%. Just. Yeah, oh, this is perfect. Okay, it's perfect. Level runway slope. I actually can't draw here at all, dude. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Let's see if that works. Probably not. It's like super unstable. And it's not smooth. That does not work, man. But maybe better than the bed. So we're level slope here, so roughly there, which means we're intersecting at level slope that is there. Alright, so you're nice and tight here. And a little bit higher up. A little bit further down. And a little bit more up. This looks just about perfect. No, it doesn't. It looks actually terrible. Why does it look so bad? As this entire thing has to be lined up perfectly. Okay, everything has to be lined up perfectly. Boom. So intersects from 10 degrees, intersects here. Right here. But it has to be absolutely perfect. As accurate as possible. From there. From here. So just about here. And we have to hold it, hold it, hold it tight. Okay. And that looks like 825 would be straight through. So let's measure that. We have, boom. So from 6, we got roughly 3, 6, okay. 6, this dark blue line. And from 6, we got okay, so 6, and that line is at 1, a little less than that. It's at 1, 2, like 800, 830. 830. I'm just going to type 830. 830. Okay. Oh, now I can lie back down again. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Okay. All right. Okay. Ah, freedom. Can you guys smell the freedom? Enjoy your gym, buddy. Singapore food? Nah, I'm okay. Although, I mean, I do miss a good laksa, to be honest. Runway surface slope and wind speed, yes. Wind direction, takeoff weight, yes. Pilot technique, engine power, yes. All of these. The above four synoptic charts are taken 12 hours apart. Using your knowledge of weather patterns, name the order they would have been taken in. Let's see. Okay, so this is more than this, this is more than this, this is more than this. So you can kind of see it here on the bottom left side is creeping in. So C is first, then D, then B, then A. C, D, B, A. The probability of induced roll effect in a small, heavy aircraft is increased the more parallel you are. The wind angle is roughly half from 30 to 60 degrees. You're flying straight on level and you notice a high chamber heat temperature. What action should you take? Decrease IIS and reduce power. No, increase IIS and reduce power. The maximum landing weight of an aircraft is determined by runway length available and obstacles on approach, atmospheric conditions, wind pressure, temperature, undercarriage design and material. Yeah. During a glide descent, carpet should be applied in the following manner. Applied prior to commencing glide and removed prior to reapplying power. Pilots are permitted to carry out which of the following maintenance items? Change a tire or a tube, refit a remove door, replace a bulb, fix a window, change a battery? No. Refit a remove door, repair a control belt crank? Definitely not. Replace a bulb or fix a window? Repair a control belt crank? I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. A chart shows CTA SC LL 4000. CTA is 4500 or below or above? Below. No clue. On your RPL you can fly a single engine aircraft. Takeoff distance required will be increased by a lower air temperature? No. A higher air density. A lower air density, sorry. When must you wear a seatbelt? During taxi, when pilot necessary, all. Which of the following indicate normal operating NO? Using the information below, work out pressure height. So that's 7, 210, 5290. The oil system, 3 vital roles. It cleans, lubricates, and cools. During a forced landing, the high and low keys are what height? 2500 and 1500. A holding point is marked with 1 or 2 dotted lines and unbroken lines. Oh my gosh, dude, are you serious? Uh, dude, I'm not kidding. It's funny that you say French girl because there's actually A French lady in a room next door. She's very good looking. Alright, now I have to find this one. Oh my gosh, dude. Studying on the bed is so difficult. Yeah, well, that's why I'm a Giga Chat, you know? Because these rules don't apply to me. So what info do I have? 3,000 feet. Measure. Oh crap, don't fall apart on me, bro. What the hell are you doing? Measure. This is... Oh, this is fucked up is what this is. It's 1.123, like 3.5. So it's like 6.75. 6.75. So not quite there, but more like here. Not there, but like here. Ish. Dude, I can't draw, man. It's so hard. Like the entire thing is just like bulging down. What do you want me to do? here we go. What's the temperature? 10 degrees? Let's go through all the way here. That's 3010 degrees. Our takeoff weight is alright, so 10 degrees we got there. Alright, it's actually impossible, dude. That keeps like bending. Can you like just not bend? Please. I was trying to draw, man. So at 10 degrees, it would be more accurate like this, I think. If we have like an actual huge, yeah, like the, that's the problem, I think. Okay, okay. That is the issue all along. We have to align everywhere. No, not that far. This looks pretty decent. Yeah, this looks good. And draw a straight line up. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And then we have level slope, calm winds. There we go. No wind, no slope. No wind, no slope. Means you're literally going just from there, there. There to here. And we are at measuring, measuring. So this is a little further apart. 1.1, 1.1, and this is 5.5 apart. So we are at 525. 525. Doing McNeil checks in order that an aircraft runs from both move around roughly on L. Spark plug is faulty. What can be used if the static port becomes blocked? Alternate static source. Drum roll. What? Oh, I misclicked, dude. Ah, because I don't have a mouse, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was a free one. Plus 10. Okay, or plus 5. Didn't know that. If you're climbing to your cruising altitude, the airspeed begins under reading. Putsuk. Putsuk. Pitot blocked underreads descent. Static underreads climb. Why did I, yeah, huh? I literally just said this. And the aircraft is ascending. No, the aircraft is descending? Yeah, it's ascending. No, it's descending. Higher pressure is minus. Wait. Let's do the thought process behind that. So QNH at the departure location is lower. So lower QNH means higher pressure height. Higher QNH means lower pressure height. So you're ascending because from high pressure height to low pressure height, it's perceived that you're ascending in terms of physics. That's what I said, no? No, I said descending. Why did I say descending? Let me rethink. So you go from low to high. So the lowest, because low is actually high. Low is high pressure height. High is low pressure height. Wait, so why are you ascending? From low to high. Low is up here. High is down here. You should be descending. Huh? High to low, look out below. Low to high. Huh, I don't quite understand. Because in terms of math, it doesn't check out. The perceived height of the air is the pressure height. And the pressure height is higher if the pressure is lower. So low pressure height, you're here. High pressure height, high pressure height, you're here. Low pressure height, you're here. So if you fly from high pressure height to low pressure height, you should be descending, not ascending. That is so weird. The math doesn't check out. Let's see. Hmm. Wait. Where's my phone? Where is my phone? Okay, I asked the pilot. Let's hope he knows. Oh, not bad. Also not bad. Okay. Maybe I don't need to practice these drawings as much as I thought. So you can change a tire or a tube, refit a removed door, replace a bulb or window, and change a battery. Do it's above 4 or 5, not below. Okay, lots of dumb mistakes. What I'm mostly just interested in is drawing. Or normal operating range, not normal operating speed. Whoops. Yeah. Now, so many dumb mistakes, but I'm just like not focusing. Let's see if I got this one right too. That would mean 100% correct. Ooh, spot on, bro. Let's go. Nice. Good. That's the thing I'm worried about the most because they give the most points. You know what the funny thing is? In a theory exam, right? These drawings give the most points. So, in theory, you can answer like every question wrong about aerodynamics, right? Like how lift is created, how lift impacts this, and what impacts lift and all that. And you can still pass because those questions will just give 1 point, and the drawings give like 3 points each, which is kind of silly to me. Like, what? Why? Why is somebody allowed to pass if you get like so many? Whatever. 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 Oh my gosh. Mm. Throttle ice is most likely to form when um, adiabatic, which means the mixture of air and fuel is getting cooled by high pressure moving through low pressure area, like the Venturi space. For normal aspirated engine with increasing altitude and temperature, engine performance will decrease. With a left zero emitter, what happens? After start, what happens? Should show positive and slightly less positive after a brief period. Density height won't have much of an effect in movement until you reach a particular altitude. Density height won't have much of an effect. Density height will have an immediate effect on engine performance from takeoff upwards. Density height will have an immediate effect. Yes. In a turbocharged aircraft or on climb out from an aerodrome with elevation 590, you notice an excessive rise in manifold pressure. This causes likely a broken impeller. A supercharger increases power by running a pump from exhaust gases above inches of mercury. Which of the following atmospheric conditions must be present for carb ice to form? Moderate to high relative humidity. During a glide descent, carb heat should be applied in the following manner. Applied prior to commence glide and removed just prior to reapplying power. Yes. Indicate which of the following statements concerning withdrawal lies correct. Only for the no, can't even occur, no, intense sub-zero, no, won't form during full throttle or near full throttle operations. In a turbocharged aircraft above the critical, no additional power is available and the aircraft cannot climb any higher. Yeah. In pre-flight checks, carb heat should be applied and the result should be temporary decrease. A decrease in RPM for as long as the carb is applied. Critical altitude is the maximum altitude at which a turbocharged engine can produce its rated horsepower. Experience sudden engine roughness or misfiring. After checking fuel burn and switching tanks to fuel. Carb reciprocating carb should initially make the engine run smoother, initially make the engine run smoother, initially make the engine run rougher. Ideal conditions for impact ice are moisture present. Fuel vaporization icing is very likely in 0 to 20 degrees with greater than 50%. The wastegate increases power by richer and decrease. It's a shape. Always the sound of What's the difference between ground boosting? No idea. Low RPM, fixed pitch. following operational situations. Would you consider carb ice? Very likely given an outside air temp. Descending. The type of carb ice you can only form near cloud precipitation. Impact ice. A sudden engine knockdown destroying is usually evidence of magneto problems. See red gas is MOGAS. Oh. I don't know. It's one of these two. Lower the donation, lower attempts, I think. What have they given you? Aftur. MOGAS is red, Afgas is green or blue. The merge is relatively gear-driven supercharger used compared to the supercharger runs a lot cooler, the supercharger runs a lot hotter. Supercharger has variable speeds. On a center 0 ammeter, the reading is 0. Check all the alternator. Switch on all the electrics, no. Is it normal? No. Switch on all electrics, no. Switch off all electrics and see the positive charge. Oh man, I suck cock. None of these. Oh. Ground boosting is higher than air above mean sea level MP. I mean, I was literally whatever. Alright, let's see what my pilot friend said. Nothing, didn't answer. I'm still very okay. So I said, right? Wait. Yeah, I said, okay. When flying from low QNH to high QNH, no. Well, from low to high? Or was it from high to low? I don't remember. Okay, I'll do one more, then I'll see what the weather does. See if I can go to the gym or not. Exhaust gases, compression, impeller, engine intake. On take on takeoff, fuel lowering aircraft, you notice a fluctuating fuel gauge, a faulty boost pump. A major disadvantage of a gear-driven supercharger is that it uses more energy. A supercharger increases power by running a pump from exhaust gases to increase MP. The role of the oil filter bypass valve is to avoid a situation where filter prevent the filter slowing oil when oil pressure is high. A thermal switch fire alarm system is wired in series in parallel. Any of these? Aftur. Selecting fuel carb heat whilst airborne will initial reduction power. A kink. We need to regularly adjust the heading card. Earth Transport Wander Precession. A sudden engine roughness demonstrating is usually evidence of magneto problems. When you pull the fire extinguisher, we go around the engine and cowling. In which the following operations situation would you consider descending and low power? Symptom of carb ice at the beginning would be lower RPM than normal. When an aircraft with a CSU experiences carb ice. Not sure what a CSU is. Electronically activated switch mounted on the landing gear of the aircraft to stop landing gear traction. You look at the center image, by receiving extra charge. By receiving extra charge because it's faulty. Reading 0. Turn off all the electronics and check for positive reading. Doing a flight center serum shows an abnormally high positive reading. Broken battery. Fitted with turbocharger, supercharger. An immediate and significant effect on the turbo or supercharger. Carb ice occurs mainly because probably the purpose of a thermostatic oil cooler bypass valve is to bypass the oil cooler when oil is hot. And bypass the oil cooler when oil is cold and send oil to the alright, come on, 90% please. What? It's even worse than before. Exhaust gases. Impeller compression engine, okay. Exhaust impeller compression. Impeller the upper and see if the indicator lights. A reduction in air pressure, yeah. A drop in MAP. I never quite understand this question. Freezing of the moist air. Okay, one last. One last. Then I'm gonna try to go to the gym. If I can't, then I'll come back and study some more. It sounds really windy though. Impact ice. Pump for exhaust gases increase above outside air pressure. The road oil filter bypass valves to avoid a situation where further blockage could cause serious damage. In a turbocharged aircraft on climb out from an aerodrome with an elevation 590, you notice an excessive rise. None of these. It is a broken or unopened wastegate. That it consumes a lot of energy. If the British aircraft climb out from an aerodrome with an elevation 590, you notice an excessive rise in manifold pressure. Reduce immediately retarded throttle, operate with normal boost conditions and land as soon as it's safe to do so. You're flying at 2,000 feet, 12 miles from the nearest aerodrome. After checking fuel pressure and switching tanks, you switch to left magneto from both and then to right magneto, and hopefully won't have any problems. There will be a faulty boost pump. On lowering aircraft, the boost pump is needed for the fuel. For a normally aspirated engine with increasing altitude, engine performance will decrease. You extend the zero amateur during flight and readings unusually high. Oh yeah. Which of the following atmospheric conditions must be present? High moisture. I mean humidity, sorry. Certain engine showing the evidence of magneto problems. Which of the following processes assist in formation of carb ice? Reduction in air pressure. If you suspect carb ice, the application of carb heat should initially make the engine run rougher and then make the engine run normal. What is the reason for the need to regulate just the heading card? Earth transport wonder precession. Indicate which of the following statements concerning throttle is correct. Only forms ambient. Will not form during full throttle. Critical altitude is the minimum altitude at which a turbocharged engine can safely. He requires 1000 LL from a refueler and afterward you check tanks and see red. High RPMs and higher temps. And higher detonation. So lower RPM and higher detonation and higher temps. A drop in map and a constant RPM. Selecting full carb heat while airborne will always result in additional initial reduction in power. In a turbocharged aircraft, above the critical altitude, power output begins to decrease like it does for normal engines. The wastegate increases power by directing exhaust gases past the back of the impeller to be compressed. There's a compression stroke too. At the critical altitude. When you pull the fire extinguisher, it will go around the engine and cowling. Throttle is motivated to form when supercooled water, no. Absorption rate, no. The velocity of air increases, no. It's not the velocity that causes it. It's the cooling that causes it. It's a bypass product. It's a byproduct of the velocity, though. It's the adiabatic cooling, which happens in the venturi tube. High pressure goes to low pressure. Cold. That's why if you go to space, you just freeze instantly. Switch on all electronics, no. Switch off electronics and see if there's a positive charge. If your aircraft is fitted with a turbocharger or supercharger, density height will have an immediate and significant effect. Won't have much of an effect until you reach a particular altitude, yeah. During a flight, a center zero ammeter shows an abnormally high positive reading for an extended period of time. Faulty battery. Full throttle height is the altitude up to which a given. The lower the manifold air pressure selected by the pilot, the greater the altitude. At a given RPM. Probably. Amplifier test carb heat should be applied and the rest should be, or the result should be a decrease in RPM as long as the carb heat is applied. 90% please. Okay. Finally, but I got one wrong. Which is that? Yeah, bro, I put that in. You know what the problem is? Every time, so I use the arrow keys to scroll down because I don't have a mouse. And when you do that, when you're inside this little box here, then your answer goes down as well. Or up, depending on what you do. And so I'm just going to blame that because I never make mistakes. Yo, what's up, Eden, my friend? Thanks, dude. I'll take you on a ride one day. Or on a fly. Rather. On a little flight, you and I, baby. right, nerds? Oh, oh. You take me. Oh, bro, sure. I'm pretty sure if we if we were to be a team in the Air Force, we would be insane, bro. We'd be absolutely insane. We'd be unstoppable. All right, my friends. I'll probably go to the gym. If I can't, then I'll come back and study some more. But I probably should be able to, hopefully. Although the weather is pretty bad, so I'm not sure if I can or not. But I think Monday I actually have a free day, like completely free. But I probably have to do more studying on that day just to make sure I'm ready. Alright, friends. I wish you guys a good night, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye bye, Eden. Love you, boy. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you. Bye bye. Love you too, Deathlead. Love you, Jensen. Love you, Neo. Love you all. Bye bye.